You keep around, and you're going to get right-wing Franco. How could you give anyone integrity that's out there today saying, yep, time to pack the courts? And then tomorrow they're going to say, it's important to vote for Biden for democracy. By the way, those same people, if they feel, and many of them do, that Biden's hindering their chance and he should be replaced, they would be absolutely fine with removing Joe Biden and putting in another candidate, the delegates picking a candidate at the DNC convention, which is anti-democratic. The Democrat people, the Democrat voters, have voted for Joe Biden in their primary. That's okay. They don't give a shit about democracy. They don't give a shit. It doesn't even factor in. When all of the Democrats who are, and it's probably the smart thing for them to say, we need to get rid of Biden. None of them give a shit about the will of the Democratic voter. They don't give a shit. They don't care. And yet they'll act to you like, oh, protecting our democracy. That's what this election's about. And I said this, I saw someone mention this earlier. I'm the moderate. Trump's actually moderate. If you leave my channel right now and go to my friends at the Crucible, you go over to Andrew Wilson, who do you think's more right-wing, me or Andrew Wilson? Me or the Crucible? Who do you think's more willing to say, yep, let's use government force to achieve our goals? I argue against them. I agree with them on 95% of stuff. I agree with their cultural interpretations. I think that we need to be heading in that direction. But you've seen me debate Andrew Wilson many times on these subjects. I'm trying to explain to people on the left, can't you see where this is going? You keep fucking around, and you're going to get right-wing Franco. That's what's going to happen. And the people will clamor for it because they're getting tired of the shit. They're getting tired of the blatant two-tier system. They're tired of being told they're crazy when they see Joe Biden being a human fucking vegetable and all of the supposed experts and people on the left and streamers on the left and commentators on the left and average Democratic voter are saying, nah, I don't see it. I don't see any cognitive decline. No, I don't see it. They're tired of it. And eventually they're going to say, we don't give a shit. We want someone who will use that sort of force against the left. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to lose. The more moderate position, me, I'm going to lose. I'm telling you this. I know I'm going to lose. It doesn't mean I'm not going to keep fighting. And I would prefer that world of the right wing weaponizing government to the current world we have of the establishment and the left wing doing it. I'd prefer the right wing world. That doesn't mean that I'll think it's right and that I still won't advocate against it. But my life would be far better. You think the life of my wife and my son wouldn't be better under that world? Of course it would. Of course it would be better. But I'll still argue against it on principle because I am someone who is arguing on behalf of what I think the principles should be. And I believe in the principles of liberty and freedom. And I don't want my government saying we are going to, through fiat, demand Christian values being taught in schools, that Christianity be taught in schools, that gay marriage be outlawed, that the act of homosexuality be outlawed. And some of my audience disagrees with me on some of these positions. That's okay too. But I'm trying to tell these people, and they're like, Rob's the most unhinged. You'll see. I pale in comparison to what's coming. I've talked to people that say they don't think gay people should be allowed on television. I couldn't disagree more. I'm tired of all the LGBT shit being shoved down our throats. Fucking tired of it. Completely agree. But I don't think someone who's gay in real life should be allowed to be on TV, or I don't think there should be allowed to be a character on an adult show that's gay. No, I can't go that far. But that's the shit that's coming. Because the pendulum's going to swing back. Now, I'm not sure what side will ultimately win, but there will be less and less of us that are more moderate. That's what's going to happen. But they don't give a shit. They keep playing. Fuck it, pack the court. Fuck it, lock Trump up. Fuck it. Remember when they said Trump, oh my God, if Trump wins again, he'll never leave office. Literally, I'm watching left-wingers, not just random people, like left-wingers that are blue checkmark type people before you can even buy it, saying, you know what Biden should do? Suspend the election until the court cases are heard. Pack the courts. And make no mistake about it, I'm not saying this to shit on Andrew Wilson or Christian nationalism. Again, this is how I explain it. The libertarians, the Christian nationalists, the what do you want to call me? Libertarian conservative or populist conservative, libertarian adjacent, the paleocons, the traditional Republican voters, fiscal conservatives, constitutionalists. We all need to head in this direction. It's somewhere we're going to go down this direction so far and we'll start to split off. But we need to head in this direction so far. I'm for all the allies we can get. So you ain't going to hear me arguing. I'm going to talk to Fabian Liberty. Fabian Liberty is going to have so many different opinions, not only than me, but way more than with the Christian nationalist. But we all need to go in this direction because things are getting so crazy in the opposite direction. But I'm trying to explain to these people, like, you don't understand. It's so obvious. And again, as obvious as Biden's mental decline is, that's how obvious it is the weaponization of the government to go after Trump. Well, you see, they just happened to completely change the law in the E. John Carroll case. They changed the law specifically to go after Donald Trump, then found him guilty of sexual assault from a woman who basically remembered nothing, that said nothing at the time.